Everyone's talking about becoming a data analyst, but is it the dream job that people are making it out to be? Let's talk about the reality of the day-to-day life of this role, its challenges, and who this career is really for. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know whether being a data analyst is the right fit for you or a stepping stone to further success. You've probably seen the social media post about, as a data analyst, you'll uncover the insights that transform businesses. And while this is true, it's not the full story. The reality, you're going to spend hours reconciling broken reports and figuring out, hey, this report doesn't match my Excel file. If you don't enjoy preparing data and troubleshooting those differences, you're going to burn out fast. Business impact happens after all of that tedious work is done. Most days, it's less about the aha moments and more about, another null value. But don't get me wrong. If you enjoy problem solving and love digging into the nitty-gritty details, then this could still be the great fit that you're looking for. Now, let's talk about what comes after you've tackled all of those messy reports. All right, let's talk about what comes next after you get into being a data analyst. Data analysts, they're super important, but it's not always clear as to what that career progression looks like. This role is really like a crossroads. You can move towards data engineering, data science, or even into leadership. But to get there, you need to invest your time and energy into learning technical skills or business strategy. Analysts are often the face of data. You're the person that people think of when things make their lives easier or when things go wrong. That means that you need to be on your game all the time. But here's the upside. If your goal is to move into a leadership role, very few positions put you in front of leadership more often than being a data analyst. Your ability to communicate insights that really resonate with your audience are what make you indispensable. On the other hand, if you're not proactive about upskilling, you might find yourself stuck in a role that feels stagnant and boring. And if your dream is to work on predictive analytics or build scalable systems, then this role might feel more like a stepping stone than a destination. For many, being a data analyst is their first taste of the data world, and you either love it or you hate it. If this sounds like the path for you, then let's move forward, and we're going to be talking about how you connect with other people. Here's the honest truth. You're not just working with data, you are working with people, and people are just as messy as the data is. As a data analyst, you're often going to be the go-to person for every data request and report. That means that dealing with fire drills and unclear asks are at an endless supply, and rework is just a matter of fact being a data analyst. Some days it's going to feel more like an endless wave of requests than actual productivity. Your business partners might ask, can you just add this one filter? Or 2 days later come back and say, actually, can we split it out by region instead? This is just the nature of the job. Asking the right questions and knowing who to ask becomes easier with experience, but if you don't have thick skin or set clear boundaries, it can quickly lead to burnout, and you have to learn to say no sometimes. One thing I've learned over the years is that building those relationships with your business partners across your company is really what makes the job enjoyable. And it helps them to be more forgiving when you don't do things exactly the way that they envisioned them. And those connections are going to mean that people are more likely to give you some grace or give you some grace when you have to delay something or when things don't turn out, again, quite right. And those relationships are what makes the job worth it and what will move you into your next career goal. All right, we've talked a lot about what it takes to be a data analyst, but who should and shouldn't be a data analyst? Let's start with who shouldn't be a data analyst. If you hate repetitive tasks like validating reports, then this probably isn't the job for you. If you're not excited about learning both technical and business skills, you might find the role pretty frustrating. And finally, if you don't like being in the spotlight, you're going to burn out quickly. But if you love solving problems, enjoy collaborating with business partners, and helping people make their lives much easier through technology, this role can be incredibly rewarding. And here's the kicker. If your goal is to move into a leadership role, very few positions will put you and your work in front of those upper level leadership people that are making those types of decisions. Your insights are going to drive their decisions for the business, and when you deliver great results, those people are going to notice. So, is being a data analyst worth it? That entirely depends on what you're looking for. This role definitely has its challenges, but for the right person, it can be an amazing fit. For others, it might simply be a stepping stone to get to the career goals that they're looking for. If you're still not sure, check out my video on the differences between data analysts, engineers, and scientists. In addition, there's another video that I did about data engineering. Be sure to check that one out as well. And remember, regardless of which path you choose, all paths start with SQL. So don't feel like you can't get started now with your training. Get out there and start learning. If this video has helped, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insights on data careers. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.